What's going on, guys? It's Sports Network back with another video, and in today's video we have my official March Madness bracket challenge. Let's get right into it with Gonzaga versus Norfolk/Appalachian State. And I'm going Gonzaga 26-0. They're going to move on to make it 27-0. Oklahoma versus Missouri here. I am going to go Missouri. My heart is just saying Missouri. I don't think Oklahoma obviously has a chance. Anybody here has a chance. Norfolk/Appalachian State has a chance to beat Gonzaga. They could win, but I'm going Gonzaga though. In Missouri, I think they're a better team than Oklahoma though. Creighton versus UC Santa Barbara. I am going UC Santa Barbara because Creighton did not play good as of late, and Santa Barbara is just, I think, is better. Let's look at the records. Yeah, more wins, less losses. They didn't play anybody in the top 25, but I still think they can still get the win there. Virginia versus Ohio. Ohio is a team that could be on that upset watch. But I'm going Virginia, though. They're going to be traveling on Friday for a game on Saturday, though, if they clear the COVID protocols. But, Ohio, that could be Ohio, but I don't think it is, though. That could very well be Ohio. Depends if Virginia comes out of COVID good. USC versus Wichita State / Drake. I'm going USC, no matter who they play there. So yeah, Kansas versus Washington. I'm going Kansas. Kansas is just an amazing team. Eastern Washington's not that good. And Oregon versus VCU, another upset. I'm going VCU. Oregon is a good team. VCU is like one game worse, but I still have a feeling that VCU can get the win though. VCU is an amazing team, so I'm going VCU there. They're not amazing. They'll also St. Bonaventure, but I think Oregon is a good team, and I have a good feeling about Oregon. Iowa versus Grand Canyon. I'm going Iowa. Iowa's a good team. I think they have a decent chance of beating Gonzaga, but I don't think they will. We'll see if they do. In my bracket. So second round here, we're just gonna go by section or whatever, like west, south, whatever. Region. So Gonzaga versus Missouri. I'm going Gonzaga, making it 28-0 for Gonzaga. That's a good team, man. Best overall seed. UC Santa Barbara versus Virginia. I'm going to use UC Santa Barbara because Virginia coming out of COVID. I think they're going to slide past Ohio, but I don't think they can slide past UC Santa Barbara. They're a decent team, and Virginia is going to lose in the second round. USC versus Kansas. I am going to Kansas because they're a better team than USC. USC is a good team. I think Wichita State, if they win, has a chance over USC, but I'm going Kansas. Kansas, the 3 seed. They're usually higher than this. Let's just take a look at the record. 20-8. USC actually had a better record. I could be changing it to USC, but I'm gonna stick with Kansas. Kind of an upset, but kind of not. VCU versus Iowa. Don't think VCU stands a chance versus Iowa. Iowa is a good team. Second best team in this region, and I think they can beat VCU pretty easily. Let's go back up here. Gonzaga versus UC Santa Barbara. I'm going Gonzaga. 29-0 for Gonzaga, and they are going to beat UC Santa Barbara. Just an amazing team. Iowa versus Kansas. I am going Iowa again. Good team, better than Kansas. And then Gonzaga versus Iowa, making it 30-0. So they are going to the Final Four in that part of the bracket. Now let's go to the East region. Michigan versus Mount St. Mary's / Texas. I am going Michigan. Number 1 seed for the first time in a while. And I don't think they're going to really make it far in this tournament. But they're going to get the win, though. LSU versus St. Bonaventure. I'm going LSU. Just St. Bonaventure hasn't played good teams. I don't know if LSU has, but yeah, LSU has at least played teams in the top 25, and I think is better than St. Bonaventure. They didn't play good teams really. So I'm going LSU there. Colorado versus Georgetown. I'm going Colorado. Colorado, I think is I mean, I'm not saying they're underranked, but I think Colorado, as you see later in the video, I think they're gonna make it pretty far in this tournament. Spoiler alert. But Colorado, one of the teams I think is on upset watch. I like Colorado as a team. There, Florida State versus UNC Greensboro. I'm going Florida State there. Better than UNC Greensboro. Never even heard of them in my life. And Florida State's played a better competition. So I'm just going to go Florida State there. BYU versus Michigan State / UCLA. I think Michigan State will beat UCLA and then they will beat BYU. Michigan State is just a good team. So I'm going Michigan State, UCLA. I think Michigan State, that COVID, coming off of COVID, and then 3 hard road games against away games against 3 ranked teams. That's what's in the back. Besides that, they've been a pretty good team this year. So I have them beating UCLA and BYU. Texas versus Abilene Christian. I'm going Texas. Texas is just way better than Abilene Christian. They didn't play anybody in the top 25 this year. Oh, well, I guess I did, actually. But they are just way worse. Overall, they have a better record than Texas, but a way easier schedule than Texas. And I'm going Texas over there. No 14-3 upset. UConn versus Maryland. I'm going Maryland. Another 10-7 upset, but UConn just doesn't play good in the tournaments recently, so I'm going Maryland over UConn. I think Maryland is a little bit better than UConn, despite the rankings. I think Maryland's better than UConn. Alabama versus Iona. Alabama versus Iona. I think it's gonna be closer than much people anticipate, but it's not gonna be a blowout. It's not gonna be super close, like overtime, but I think they'll win decently big over Iona, maybe like 10 or 11 points, but not like 20-30 or anything like that. So I think they'll win, but not by a crazy amount. In the second round, Michigan versus LSU. I have Michigan advancing over LSU. I think Michigan is a better team than LSU. Played better competition than LSU, I believe. And they did not play good against teams in the top 25. Michigan State and these competition. So I'm going not Michigan State, Michigan. I'm going Michigan over LSU there. Colorado versus Florida State. I'm going Colorado over Florida State because Colorado, I think they are a good team. Colorado is just an amazing team. I think they are going to beat Florida State. Colorado, I think, is going to be one of those teams that people are sleeping on, and I'm going Colorado there. Michigan State versus Texas. I am going Michigan State over Texas because Texas here is just they're a good team. I think Michigan State is a better team overall, despite the seeding. 11-3 upset. Michigan State is better than Texas, I think. So I'm going Michigan State. Maryland versus Alabama. I'm going Alabama. Alabama is just a good team. They've been decent, but imagine we get an Alabama Ohio State championship. That would be pretty cool. They get the same one in football and basketball. That would be pretty cool. Michigan State, Alabama there. Michigan over Colorado. Going Colorado again. I think Colorado is one of those teams that people are sleeping on. I think they're gonna upset Michigan. They upset the 4 seed, and then they upset the 1 seed. And maybe they can upset one of these teams. But Alabama versus Michigan State. This is where Michigan State's kinda Cinderella story from the first 4 to the Sweet 16 is gonna end right there. So Alabama over Michigan State there. And then Elite 8 game. Let's see who makes it to the Final 4. So take a look at this here. I'm just gonna take a look at this stuff. Man, I'm going Colorado, man. I think they have what it takes to take Alabama. Maybe Alabama has a off game, but Colorado, I like what Colorado's done. And I think Colorado is going to be there when it comes to the Final 4. I think Colorado has a very good chance of being there. So Colorado's my pick to advance to the Final Four out of the East. Now let's go into the South here. Baylor versus Hartford. I think that Baylor's going to win pretty comfortably on number 2 seed in the whole tournament in the feud of 64. North Carolina versus Wisconsin. I'm going North Carolina, Wisconsin. It's a Big Ten team. Big Ten has dominated, but I'm going North Carolina there. I like North Carolina over there. Villanova. Villanova with this Winthrop. I'm going to go Winthrop. I don't think Villanova is good in the tournament, but I don't think it's that as good, though. I think Villanova's not this good this year. I don't think that. I know that. But Winthrop, I think, has what it takes to beat Villanova and upset them. Another 5-12 upset. Something about 12-5 upset that are good there. Purdue versus North Texas. I'm going Purdue over there because Purdue is an amazing team. Purdue's young, but I think they're better than North Texas for sure, and they'll probably have a pretty good shot at beating Winthrop in the next round. Texas Tech versus Utah State. Texas Tech was in the national championship last March Madness. Not last year, but last March Madness in 2019 because of COVID. So down the tournament. I'm going Texas Tech over Utah State. Texas Tech, I think they're still a very solid team. They were in the national championship last time, and I think they have a decent shot at doing it again this time. Arkansas versus Colgate. I'm going Arkansas. Colgate has played zero competition, lost one game. They're just in it because they won the conference tournament. But Arkansas is a good team. I'm going Arkansas there. Florida versus Virginia Tech. I'm going Virginia Tech. Another 10-7 upset there. Virginia Tech, I think, is a better team than Florida. Florida, I don't think they have what it takes. So I'm going there. And then Ohio State over Oral Roberts. Ohio State, I don't think they need any explaining. Ohio State is better than Oral Roberts. Baylor versus North Carolina. Baylor. And Baylor, I think they are a team that could be in the championship game come April. Winthrop Purdue. I'm going Purdue. They're young, but I think they're better than Winthrop for sure. Texas Tech versus Arkansas. I'm going to go Arkansas. Arkansas is a good team. I think they have a decent shot at being in the Final Four as well. And then Ohio State over Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech, I don't think they... if they play Oral Roberts in the second round, then they have a shot. But after Florida, I don't think they really have a shot at Ohio State. So, Ohio State wins there. Baylor versus Purdue. Purdue's, they don't have what it takes to beat Baylor yet. And so they are going to be playing Baylor. And then Ohio State versus Arkansas. Ohio State over Arkansas there. And then Baylor, I am going Baylor versus Ohio State. I'm going Ohio State. I think they have what it takes. And Ohio State, and I picked to go to the Final Four out of the South region, is it? Yeah, South region. Last region, Midwest, Illinois versus Drexel. Illinois is in a blowout. Chicago versus Georgia Tech. Loyola Chicago in an overtime game against Georgia Tech. They won the ACC, I believe. I don't know what it is, but not really a big fan of college basketball. But I think they won the ACC. I don't know. I'm kind of stupid when it comes to NCAA basketball, but Loyola Chicago over there. Tennessee versus Oregon State. Another upset alert. Oregon State, another 12-5 upset. Something about 12-5, man. I mean, that's what happened last time. 3 12-5 upsets, I think, Colorado, though. I mean, they're in the Final Four. So, yeah. Oregon State, though. Oklahoma State versus Liberty. I'm going Oklahoma State, just a better team than Liberty. They didn't play a lot of competition this year, and so I'm going Oklahoma State. San Diego State, Syracuse. No 6, I guess that's a 6-11 upset, because there's been at least one in the last couple brackets. But I'm going San Diego State over Syracuse. And I mean, they're good, but I'm going to play really tough teams. I don't know if San Diego State did either, but I think San Diego State's better. Clemson, or no, West Virginia, Moorhead. I'm going West Virginia there. There's a better team than Moorhead State. Clemson versus Rutgers, another kind of upset. I mean, 10-7 upsets. Usually they're pretty even teams. But I'm going Rutgers over Clemson. Clemson, I don't think they have what it takes to get past the first round. Houston versus Cleveland State. I'm going Houston. Cleveland State hasn't been in the tournament for a while, but when they do get in the tournament, they're good. But I don't think they're gonna have good luck over Houston there. Illinois versus Loyola Chicago. I'm going Illinois. I'm sure I think it's probably my pick to go to the Final Four. I don't have to see Oregon State versus Oklahoma State. I'm gonna go Oklahoma State there. They're a way better team than Oregon State. San Diego State versus West Virginia. I think San Diego State's a better team. So I'm going to go San Diego State over West Virginia there. Rutgers over Houston. I'm going to go Houston there. I don't have much to talk about. Illinois versus Oklahoma State. I'm going to go Illinois. Better team than Oklahoma State. San Diego State, Houston. I don't think San Diego State is a better team than Houston, but I think they're going to win. And Houston just going to have a bad game. That's going to cost them the season. Illinois versus San Diego State. This year goes to the Final Four. Illinois in the Final Four. So now the Final Four is set. Gonzaga versus Colorado. Ohio State versus Illinois is here. So I am going Gonzaga over Colorado. Make it 31-0 for Gonzaga. And 1 game away. Ohio State versus Illinois is here. I'm going to go Ohio State. Get another shot at Illinois. And they're going to win and beat Illinois. Barely lost in the Big Ten Championship, but they are going to beat Illinois there. Gonzaga versus Ohio State. Moment of truth. Gonzaga gets the win, 32-0 for Gonzaga. Score, I'm going 81-72. Don't think it's going to be that close. 9-point game. Submit the pick, and we have Gonzaga winning it. So, guys, hit that subscribe button. And hit that like button. Turn on post notifications. Until next time, peace out.